Cambodia is a developing country, and so because of that, you know, there's certain infrastructures that are not as tight as they should be and could be, and that leaves a door open for foreign pedophiles who come to this country because they know they can get away with things they would never get away with in their own country.
The foreign pedophiles, a good number of them who are caught, we find that they have criminal records in their home countries for similar offenses. They come from the US, they come from Europe, they come from Australia, Canada, really all over. And these are men that are pretty hardcore. They know that there are those who are looking for them and trying to stop them, but even that doesn't stop them from making the trip around the world to a place like Cambodia.
It's not all foreigners. They are the ones that stand out, and they are the ones that get the publicity, but they are probably 5% of what goes on here.
In Cambodia, prostitution is a normal part of life and has been for a long time, which has resulted in the largest group of customers being Cambodian men and other Asian men. Many of these establishments cater specifically to Asian men. These karaoke bars, the massage parlors, the brothels.
It happens all over the world, so in some ways Cambodia is no different. I think one of the reasons is that there's generational trauma, and then there's generational, for some of these girls in the families, generational sex work. So it's become more normalised for some of the younger girls, especially some of the girls from the Vietnamese family, where some of them are third generation. So it's kind of been like a normalised type of, this is what will happen to someone in the family. So one of the girls, for the honour of the family, will go into this kind of work.
I've read reports over the years that have said that as many as 75% of Cambodian men lose their virginity to prostitutes. And when I've spoken to young men and women here about that, I've yet to find anybody to disagree with that. And so because it's something that's so normal in the culture, the line between prostitution of adults and prostitution of children, it's not a big line. If you're okay with one, then it's likely that you're going to be okay with the other. What's the real difference between, in their minds, many of them, between the prostitution of an 18-year-old and a 17-year-old, for example, or a 16-year-old?
They have a saying in Cambodia that boys are gold and girls are white cloth. So a white cloth gets dirty easily, a gold you can make shiny. So culture says that girls are not valuable. So there's a number of different reasons why in Cambodia this is an issue at the moment.
What we generally find are families that are making money from this industry. And in this industry, you often find husbands, wives, even grandparents, generations that have been making money by running an establishment where prostitution is the main source of income.
All our girls that have come into us have been from very poor families, Cambodian families, and so when the girls are offered some money, or the families are offered money, then it's very tempting to push the girls into this.
I grew up in a village named Pak. Whenever a customer came and wanted to get service, the brothel owner would come and collect us kids. She'd give us little money and keep the rest for herself.
Pak is this village that there is no other reason that a foreigner would go there other than to access children for sex. There's no restaurant that would draw people there. There is no coffee or any shop that sells anything that would draw any foreigner to come there, other than the reputation that it has developed over the last more than a decade of selling its young children to foreign sex offenders for money. So it's a community that has profited from sexually exploiting the children in that community.
It was awful. Every week I'd have to service 3 to 4 customers or more. Most of the men were between 20 to 50 years old. Some of them would be violent with me and hit me. I always felt like I had no value since I was involved in this.
I just wish that people who come here to abuse children would understand the life sentence they are imposing on somebody else for 15 minutes of pleasure for them. Our kids, they will carry this for the rest of their lives.